What did Hyun Bin do that left Son Ye Jin in tears? Something no other man has ever dared to do. It wasn't a scene from a drama, and it wasn't a scripted moment. It was real, raw, emotional, and utterly shocking. In front of flashing cameras and stunned fans, Hyun Bin made a move so bold, so unexpected, it brought Son Ye Jin to tears on the spot. Why did he do it? And what does this mean for their future? Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the truth behind the moment that has everyone talking. Why is she crying? That was the first question murmured by reporters at the press conference for the blockbuster drama Kingdom of Fire, held on June 10, 2025. Conrad Hotel in Seoul. At first, no one knew what had triggered Son Ye Jin's tears. But just moments earlier, her husband, actor Hyun Bin, had done something that would shake the entire South Korean entertainment industry to its core. With cameras rolling, dozens of journalists from top outlets like Dispatch, ASIN, the Korea Herald, and the live entertainment broadcast K-Star Today watching, Hyun Bin stepped up to the microphone, not to promote his new film, but to do something no leading man had ever dared before: speak out publicly, fiercely, and emotionally in defense of his wife. The room went silent. Whispers that cut deep. It had started slowly. Over the past few months, Son Ye Jin, once the golden girl of Korean drama, had been retreating from the public eye. Fans speculated that she was simply taking time off to be with her family, especially after giving birth to their son Alkong. Not everyone was kind. Anonymous online posts began to circulate. Some claimed she was emotionally unstable, others insisted she was neglecting her career, and the most malicious ones even suggested that her relationship with Hyun Bin was hanging by a thread. Internet forums buzzed with speculation. Commentators with no real knowledge of her life threw in theories ranging from postpartum depression to marital discord. At first, the couple stayed silent. They had always maintained a respectful distance from tabloid headlines. But when a viral YouTube video falsely alleged that Son Ye Jin had run away to Jeju Island alone after a marital dispute, and racked up millions of views in under 48 hours, Hyun Bin could no longer remain quiet. The moment that changed everything. The Kingdom of Fire press conference was expected to be just another promotional event. Attendees had already prepared questions about Hyun Bin's role as a war general, the show's intense action scenes, and the drama's international release schedule. Even Son Ye Jin's presence was a surprise. She had come simply to support her husband, staying quietly at the back of the room. But as a reporter from Seoul Entertainment Weekly asked a question that subtly referenced the couple's alleged tension, something in Hyun Bin's expression changed. He didn't glance at his manager. He didn't smile politely and deflect. Instead, he stepped forward and said, with a voice that was clear, calm, and laced with steel, "Before I answer that question, I want to speak not as an actor, but as a husband. I want to set the record straight." Hyun Bin's words that echoed nationwide. What followed was a 7-minute monologue that has since been replayed millions of times. Standing tall before flashing cameras and microphones, Hyun Bin made a powerful declaration: "There have been rumors. Baseless, cruel, and designed to hurt the woman I love. My wife, Son Ye Jin, is the strongest, kindest person I know. And the lies that have been circulating are not only false, they're inhuman." He didn't stop there. To the media outlets that amplify gossip, to the anonymous users who hide behind screens, know this: I will protect my family. I will not stay silent while my wife is insulted, shamed, and used as clickbait. If you come after her, you come after me. Gasps filled the room. Reporters stopped scribbling notes. The show's producers were stunned. But what caught everyone off guard most of all was the sight of Son Ye Jin, still at the back of the room, breaking into quiet tears. She wasn't hiding it. She stood up, walked forward, and took Hyun Bin's hand in front of everyone. In that moment, all the noise, every rumor, every whisper, was silenced. The fallout begins. In hours, clips from the press conference flooded social media. K-Star Today aired the speech live. A TBC newsroom replayed it in primetime with the headline, "Hyun Bin breaks his silence, defends Son Ye Jin in historic press conference." YouTube clips from the moment trended #1 in Korea and Japan. Hyun Bin's words were translated into English, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Spanish. Netizens flooded Naver and Dom with support messages. Most repeated comment: he did what no man in the industry has ever dared to do. Entertainment journalists debated the significance. On YTN Celeb Roundtable, senior reporter Choi Minute-seung said, "This was more than a defense, it was a public declaration of love and loyalty." Hyun Bin could have ignored the rumors. Instead, he faced them head-on and gave Sun Ye-jin back her voice, an industry that usually stays silent. In the Korean entertainment world, silence is often seen as survival. Stars rarely confront gossip directly. Art teams prefer quiet denials. Legal teams work behind the scenes. But Hyun Bin shattered that norm. A source from his agency, Vast Entertainment, confirmed that no one knew he was going to make the statement, not even his manager. He didn't consult anyone, a source told the Korea Times. He just said, "I'm doing what I should have done sooner." And it worked. In 2 days, the original YouTube video was taken down following a legal complaint. The channel itself was suspended. All gossip articles were quietly deleted from tabloid sites. Even netizens who had once speculated about the couple's marriage began to apologize in public forums. But more than just setting the record straight, Hyun Bin's words gave voice to something much deeper: the emotional cost of fame. In the quiet, unspoken battles that Sun Ye-jin had been fighting alone, until now. Just 24 hours later, Sun Ye-jin released an official statement, not through her agency MS Team Entertainment, but personally, via a handwritten letter posted on her private fan cafe Ye Jin Love, which has over 2 million members worldwide. "I didn't plan to say anything. I thought I could just endure it quietly. But yesterday, husband gave me the strength I didn't know I still had," she wrote. "I cried because I was overwhelmed, not with sadness, but with a feeling of being truly seen, truly protected." She continued, "I was scared to speak out. I was afraid that I would sound weak. But now I know that vulnerability is not weakness. And love, especially the kind that stands tall in front of the world, is the strongest force we have." Within minutes, her letter was translated into 7 languages and circulated through platforms like Soompi, Alkpop, and SBS Star, trended under the hashtag #SheStands2. Started by fans who resonated with her silent struggle. A public that finally saw the real her. For years, Sun Ye-jin had been seen as the ice queen of K-drama, flawless, elegant, untouchable. That image came at a price. People loved the idea of her, explained cultural critic Han Soo-ra on TVN's Spotlight. But they didn't really see her. That moment, when she cried and walked toward Hyun Bin, it shattered that illusion and gave us something better. A woman with emotions. With pain. With unimaginable grace. Messages poured in from fans. Not just in South Korea, but from Vietnam, Japan, the Philippines, and as far away as Brazil. Women wrote in support, "Thank you for showing that even the strongest hearts deserve to be protected. Your tears gave us permission to cry too. Not alone anymore." When the industry reacted, shockwaves through entertainment. The effects of Hyun Bin's public defense weren't just emotional, they were institutional. 3 major entertainment news outlets, Dispatch, TV Daily, and Sports Chosun, issued statements vowing to re-examine reporting standards when it comes to celebrity personal lives. For an industry often driven by clicks over integrity, this was unprecedented. Meanwhile, Vast Entertainment, Hyun Bin's agency, and MS Team Entertainment, Sun Ye-jin's agency, jointly announced the launch of a new initiative, Project True Light, aimed at protecting artists from cyber defamation and providing mental health support for victims of online harassment. "This is not just for us," Hyun Bin said in a follow-up interview with the Korea Herald. "It's for every artist who ever had to hide their pain just to survive in this business." Behind closed doors, what really happened at home? While the world focused on the headlines, what fans didn't see was the quiet, intimate moment back at home that evening. A close family friend shared with Red Carpet revealed, when they got home, they didn't talk right away. Sun Ye-jin sat on the sofa, holding her son. Hyun Bin just sat beside her. After a few minutes, she looked at him and said, "You didn't have to do that." And he replied, "I did. Should have done it sooner." Then she cried again, but it was different. It was the kind of cry that lets pain go. That same night, Hyun Bin deleted a previously scheduled Instagram post promoting Kingdom of Fire. Instead, He uploaded a black and white photo of Sun Ye Jin smiling with their son in the park, captioned, "This is my everything. Other story matters." The post received over 8.2 million likes in 24 hours. Celebrity reactions, a new wave of support. Within days, some of Korea's biggest stars began speaking out. It's the first time I saw a top actor defend love with such boldness. Respect. Park Seo-joon, this should set a new standard. No more hiding. We stand by our people. Kim Tae-ri. Sun Ye Jin has always inspired me. Today she gave the world strength just by being honest. Even K-pop idols like Jungkook, BTS, and Jisoo, Blackpink, liked Hyun Bin's Instagram post, an action that did not go unnoticed by fans. Meanwhile, YouTube influencer Kim Tae-ri, whose video had fueled much of the harmful speculation, issued a teary apology. "I crossed a line. I didn't realize the real people I was hurting. It was too late." Legal action had already begun. Legal consequences, a clear message sent. 2 days after the press conference, Vast Entertainment and MS Team Entertainment jointly filed lawsuits against 5 major gossip content creators, citing defamation, emotional harm, invasion of privacy. The most shocking moment came when Seoul Central District Court issued an emergency injunction. All monetized content relating to Sun Ye Jin's private life must be removed or face daily penalties. This was the first time such a decision had been handed down in under 48 hours, a legal precedent that could forever shift the boundaries of Korean entertainment reporting. The quiet power of one tear. Looking back, the most unforgettable moment wasn't Hyun Bin's voice or the thunderous silence that followed. It was the single tear that fell from Sun Ye Jin's eye as she walked up to him. That one tear said everything. "I've been hurt. I've been quiet for too long. And now, I am not alone." As Hyun Bin held her hand and faced the media, he redefined what it means to be a husband in the spotlight. Just a protector in private, but a partner in public, willing to risk career, reputation, and narrative to uphold love. From this day on, a love story rewritten. They say that love is proven in hard times. For Hyun Bin and Sun Ye Jin, this was more than a test, it was a moment of rebirth. Not just for them as a couple, but for the public's perception of what real love, real support, and real courage look like. In a culture where appearances matter, they chose truth. In an industry where silence is survival, they chose speech. And in a world that often reduces celebrities to headlines, they reminded us that behind every name is a beating heart, and a bond stronger than